Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. They continue to rule very well to this very day. That is feeding the flock through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And also Shalom to the Hope elect. That is also labor in this work that's giving you due diligence to make your calling and election sure, and faith in truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled, Black is All They Know. All right, in which this is going into a myriad of topics concerning the nationality of our people. All right, in which the term black has been coined towards the southern kingdom of the nation of Israel, in which, of course, the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, in which the southern kingdom of the nation of Israel, because you have two kingdoms, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, that was split after the rulership of King Solomon, in which the southern kingdom consists of so-called Negroes, so-called Jamaicans or West Indians, and so-called Haitians, okay, which make up the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And the term black has been put on primarily the southern kingdom, all right? And really that word black, the reason why that term was given to the southern kingdom, which that term was given over to the southern kingdom by the so-called white man, which is true biblical nationality, is Edom or Esau, was first and foremost to put our people, or primarily the southern kingdom, into a deeper state of slumber. But not only that, also because the term black brings about a negative vibration, okay? Because when you look into the word black, really that brings about wickedness, all right? And when they deem the southern kingdom as being black, they're really saying that we're wicked, all right? Knowing good and well that they have control over the legislations, the laws, and the actions that they have done and the works that they have done shows you that really they are the wicked. All right, but guess what they call themselves? White. All right, so that's why we say the so-called white man, and we say the so-called Negro, the so-called black man. Okay, because again, those are just bywords, or those are terms to put a cloak over the real identity of the nations. Okay, and basically when they call themselves white people, they're basically saying that they're pure, unspotted, clean, righteous, have to do good, putting themselves in that vibration. But again, you know, their works show a different, or should I say, their works show a different story. Okay. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the definition of the word black, right? In which, again, that's all that these people know, man. All right, and not just the southern kingdom of our nation, right? But also the rest of the people that are here in America and other parts of the world. You know, that now has been deemed as an official nationality, being black. All right, and it even goes as far as to put a term on the Hebrew Israelites. All right, because you can't just be a regular Hebrew Israelite. No, you have to be a black Hebrew Israelite. All right, that's what they say. and that's what they're calling it. You know, whenever they see us on the highways and byways, they coined us, especially us, the members of Great Millstone. They say that we're Black Hebrew Israelites. Yet you got brothers who you can pass off as Edomites. All right. And not only that, you got the so-called Latino tribes that are a part of Great Millstone that are actually doing the work. But yet they still deem us all as a whole as Black Hebrew Israelites. And that shows you how much of a devil Esau is, man. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the term black that I have here. So it's adjective, right? In which if you go into the definition of it, it says, and this is definition number 5, it says characterized by the absence of light. Okay. Now you go into definition number 6, it says thoroughly sinister or evil or wicked. Okay. It says indicative, definition number 6, subsection B. It says indicative of condemnation or discredit. Okay. Definition number 7 says connected with or invoking the supernatural and especially the devil. See? So by them even saying that we're black, basically they're calling us devils. All right. Now if you go into the word devil, the definition of that word means deceiver or slanderer. When has there been any time to where the so-called Negroes has ever slandered any other nation, or especially I say it like that. When has there ever been a time to where the so-called Negroes ever slandered or deceived the nations? Not one time, man. Okay? Because the main slanderer and the main deceiver who has deceived everyone on the planet Earth and all the nations is the nation of Esau or Edom. Okay? Which are being called today as the so-called white man. Okay? All right, definition number 8, it says a very sad, gloomy, or calamitous. Okay, almost said verse 9. Definition number 9, it says characterized by hostility or angry discontent. Okay. Definition number 12, it says characterized by grim, distorted, or grotesque satire. All right. Now that's it for the Merriam-Webster version of the word black, right? I got the etymology of the word black. Now, it means fierce, terrible, or wicked. See that? And again, that word or the term black being put on us as a nationality just goes to show you again how much of a devil Esau is, man. Okay, so again it says fierce, terrible, wicked. All right, it says without light. Let's see here. It says unlucky, bad, wicked, malicious. All right. Yeah, so this one says shrouded in darkness, with dark purpose, malignant, necromancy, which necromancy believes necromancy is indicative to death. All right. But basically, you deal with the dead. Okay, on a supernatural level, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, that's it, man. You know, the word or the term black, you know, is carries a negative connotation to it. But guess what? Our people have wholeheartedly accepted that nationality, man, as being black. I don't know, because this is the only time in history where a term such as black, something which is devoid of color or light, is being put on a certain people. Okay, and also as well with the term white being on a certain people, and also coining that as a nationality. All right. Now you have to pay attention to since this term is now being used, who is in rulership during the coining of these terms. The one who was in rulership of the coining of these terms is who? Esau, Edom. All right, because before you had different nationalities. All right, because we went from the Southern Kingdom went from African Americans, went from niggers to African Americans to Afro Americans, and now they're being called black. All right, which, like I mentioned before, that's just a deception that is thrown out to cover up the real nationality of the so-called Negroes. All right, and not just the so-called Negroes, also the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans. All right, as they've been deemed as Native American Indians, Mexicans, even Hispanic. All right, because the word Hispanic comes from one of the regions that was over in the other side of the world, in the eastern part of the world, the Middle Eastern part of the world, which is known as Rome. All right, and during the time of the Romans, you had a certain land which was called Hispania, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm pronouncing it right. And Hispania is now known today as modern day Spain. Okay, and that's where you get the word Hispanic from. And the word Indian means, it really, if you go into the word Indian, it means savage. Okay, so the so-called white man is deemed the Gadites and the Reubenites as savages. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the precepts I have here, and really, this is a part of the curses. Okay, and also to show you who the devil is, man, who the devil that the Bible speaks of really is. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28. This is at verse 45. It says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee." All right. So this is a curse. Again, this is a curse that was put on our people because we did not listen to his words. We didn't hearken and obey his voice. All right. Verse 46, it says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Okay. Now, there's another verse. It's not the one I wanted, but yeah, that was a sign, or these curses were to be put on us as a sign to show us who we are. All right. There's no other nation on the planet Earth that has ever went through these curses as the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans did. Okay. And see if I can get might have to do a search on it here in just a moment, so I can bear me. Might be skimming over it. Let me get to it. It's like it as well. I'm going to transit to See if I can go down just a bit. Here it is, verse 37. Skimmed over it. Slakia. It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. It says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shall lead thee." Okay, so being called so-called Negroes, so-called Asians, or so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians, so-called Haitians, so-called Mexicans, all these bywords, man, all these, this is a part of the curse, all right? Well, this is one of the curses in Deuteronomy, that we're going to be a proverb and a byword among all the nations, okay? Now, moving from there, I'm going to get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17. This is at verse 4. It says, "And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever." All right. So we were to discontinue from our heritage, and that's exactly what happened. We did discontinue from our heritage. All right. Now, if you go into discontinue, right, I want to grab that word. Let's see. It may bring up the word discontinue. Let's see. Right. So the word discontinue, I believe this is the word. It says shamat. All right, which means to release, to let drop, or loose, rest, or fall. All right. And what happened? We fell away. All right. And the Apostle Paul spoke on that in the New Testament when he's writing his epistles to the Thessalonians. All right, the Israelites that were dwelling in Thessalonica. He said that, look, the man of sin will not be revealed until they're being fallen away first. So we had to discontinue from our heritage for that man of sin to be revealed. So that's basically what the word discontinue means. It means to fall or to let loose. All right. All right, it's the word heritage, and I believe the Apostle Elder Gabar went into a video on this, man, about the word heritage. All right, so that word heritage, right, is nachala. All right, nachala, which means possession, property, inheritance, heritage. This is property, portion, share. All right. So a heritage is what? A possession. All right. It says properly something inherited, occupancy, or an heirloom. All right. And you know about an heirloom. An heirloom is something that's precious. All right. And I may have to go into that word heirloom, man, because that word, I believe that's a compound word, but I have to look it up. The word heirloom means. You already know what the word heir means, but loom, I want to look that up. Occupancy or heirloom, generally an estate, a patrimony or a portion, a heritage to inherit, a possession. See? And our heritage belongs to who? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? Our heritage is something that belongs to you. That's your possession. That is something that no one else can come into. All right? Because guess what we're about to inherit? We're about to inherit the kingdom of the Lord, man. The kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of the Most High, man. That's going to be given over to the Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay? And Yahushai is going to sit as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and the Most High Yahweh is going to be worshipped as fullest extent, or has his fullest extent. All right. In other words, in the time to come in the kingdom, guess what? Everybody's going to know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right. His name is going to be exalted on the highest level possible. Okay. Now I'm Go back. So like the scripture says, we're going to discontinue right here. Right? Discontinue, which means to fall away. We're going to fall away from what? Our inheritance. All right. And then we're going to get it back. All right. And see, now we're getting it back today in this time. Okay. And how we're doing that is by doing this work and enduring until the end, until Yahushua returns and bring us the inheritance. Okay. Yeah, and I believe that is it on that. Yeah, that's it on that. That's all I want to bring out through the Spirit. Again, man, you know, that's it just goes to show you that in this truth, it really brings to light the hypocrisies of the people, man. All right, really, it sheds a whole light on life itself, man. Okay, because our people, they can continue to be black. All right, but at the expense of their own lives. Instead of taking on the nationality, the true nationality, which is given to them from the beginning, which is being an Israelite, and live. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off on that note. Lord's will is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well to this day. And also Shalom, peace and safety, and salutations to the whole elect that is laboring this work. Giving it your all in this truth and this labor of love, giving your diligence to make your call and election sure, and faith and truth and sincerity and all charity. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.